So NIP, they've got to kind of answer this Wyvern, but more importantly, get a bit more rounders than that. I mean, they've got a pretty good draft so far, I think. So they're just going to go with the Morphling. That's kind of interesting versus the Wyvern, actually. Strong potential for Morphling to just blow up his own teammates, but...
Yeah, but the Morphling is such a sneaky hero, right? Sometimes he just waveforms, bursts people down. When you're using Winter's Curse, he's not even close to anyone. But yeah, there's some potential there for sure.
10 seconds remaining.
If he, unless he goes for Lincolns, which is actually becoming popular again. Lincolns was an item that almost no Morphling was going for, but nowadays it became pretty popular.
Admiral
All right, Kunkka.
Yep, so the pirate coming down for Aachen City. I feel like that might be a Funnic hero, strangely.
Ooh, so maybe carry Venge, Kunkka, or I guess support Venge and officer.
10 seconds.
It could be. It could definitely be.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. No, definitely one Venge if that was the case, though, because Brewmaster's always in the 4 position.
I'm trying to think of the lanes here, like if you could actually offlane the Kunkka versus Nature's Prophet. I guess you can. You have a cleave. If you have that Winter Wyvern with you, it's pretty easy to slow down Nature's Prophet. The Splinter Blast has a lot of value in that lane. And in a P, they have to pick. I guess I'm gonna go for the offlaner here. They are lacking either position 1 or the offlaner. What is good here? You have this.
I can maybe see them going for something. No, we already talked about the TA at mid, but maybe they don't want to give away the opportunity for the Morphling to play mid just yet. But then again, they've got 2 bans and then got to pick again, so I feel like you kind of want to decide your mid laner and your safe laner right now, to be honest. Yeah, so they pick up the Ember. All right, I like this. So the Morphling and Ember are completely interchangeable. So this 10th pick, this is them basically saying, all right, you know what, DM? We have no idea what you're going to do. Aachen City, we have no idea what you're actually going to pick up here. So we're just going to pick 2 interchangeable laners. We can play around with it. These 2 heroes play very differently. They have very different counters, and that way they can kind of always get a half-decent matchup for one of these 2 in the mid lane.
I really like that Silencer ban, actually. They think that Nature's Prophet is actually a 33 hero. And it makes sense, because pretty much every offlane hero was banned, right? SK, Darkseer, the Batrider, Enigma, and Doom. So I like the ban. We're not entirely sure, but it's nice. And when IP, it's such a hard ban, right? Because
what do you do?
But we have no idea, or I guess the only certainty is that Wyvern is a support and Kunkka is a core. That's about it. Everything else can be changed.
Yeah, Kunkka doesn't have to be a core though.
I mean, yeah, but like it's not popular, right? It's very rare.
It's gonna be I think it's gonna be Wyvern 5, Brewmaster 4, Venge.
All right, let's
1, Kunkka 3.
Let's bet whoever gets more correct now owns a hat to the other one. Owes a hat.
Yeah,
so you said
missed your opportunity
Kunkka
for a hat earlier, but now you get another chance now. Yeah, I said Kunkka I think is a 3 position, Venge is a 1, Brew 4, Wyvern 5. What are you saying?
I think you're pretty close. I'm gonna say. Nah, I'm gonna be bold and change completely, because I think we would be too close. So, Kunkka 2, Wyvern 4, Venge 5, offlane Brew, and then they're going to
pick carry.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see what goes down. Ninjas. Ooh, they're gonna take away the Enchantress. A couple of orangutan kisses as well to light that one up. That was a canard.
So
they know what they're going, and they're going to take the Ursa. This is Ursa mid, I think. Oh, it's not. I'm wrong. DM on the Kunkka mid, Econaut on the Wyvern 5, Funnic on the Vengeful 3, LeBron on the Brew 4.
So I got 3 right?
You got a 3 right. I got 2 right.
Poggers, new hat for me.
Gracefully. Wait, didn't you say the Brew was going to be off lane?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Funnic is the offlaner for Aachen, so.
But I said Wyvern is 5, right?
You did. So did I.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you said Wyvern 4.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Okay,
Damn
damn,
it.
no hat for me.
All right, I get the hat. Thank you very much. I'll wear it with pride. Don't you worry. All
Wait, you
right,
got
so
three?
I got 2.
Okay, so we're tied. We can give each other a
Okay,
hat.
we'll give each other a hat. Sounds good. Anyway, let's get into these drafts. Who do you think has the advantage here? How much is this Ursa gonna do, especially to this offlane Enchantress as well? This feels like a good counter.
I'm not sure because the Enchantress has the Dispel, right, versus the Ursa Overpower. So the dynamic in the lane, it's kind of hard. The Ursa can struggle a lot. Wow, I just think like NIP's draft is much better this time. Like there's not that much synergy on Aachen. Like their lanes are not particularly good, and I don't see any like big plan or synergy here. I see like 5 heroes, 3 melee cores, by the way, against a Shaker. So I don't know.
Yeah, it could get messy inside those Echo Slams. Let's see what they're able to slam down. I'm also excited to see it's Saxa Earthshaker, right? Yes, this sounds pretty exciting. Let's see how much of an effect he can have on this laning phase. One thing I always look for when we have this Earthshaker coming out is whether the offlaner is able to sustain themselves whilst the Earthshaker goes to gank. And I think in this situation, maybe not the case. I feel like Enchantress might need some help versus the Ursa and the Wyvern, but we'll see. I could be wrong about that.
It looks like he's I really like the first level Nature's Attendant. Then level 2 you get the enchant so you can dispel the overpower. I think he might be okay. It depends on, if he dies or if the Ursa gets early boots. When he gets early boots, it might become a problem. Or else you have this heal on the Enchantress and a lot of move speed to work with.
Right, an action disconnect as they pause and 3 of them drop out and get back in again.
Okay. Silver Edge and Heaven's Halberd do not pierce spell immunity, but cannot be dispelled.
Can't use chat wheels.
This guy has no chill, man.
That's a bad bug. That's a bug you don't want to have. Oh man,
That's
no
true.
chat wheels coming up from LeBron.
Game losing.
Exactly.
Game losing.
You know what else is game losing?
What?
Not having the right equipment. You need to get yourself the right chairs. And if you don't have the right chair right now, that could be responsible for your losing. So head over to DX Racer. They're the official sponsor of StarLadder. So of course, give them as much support as you can as the sponsors for this event. And by extension, these qualifiers.
Oof, thank God we did it in bad chairs, because it would be pretty expensive. True. Actually, I don't know how much the DX Racer costs, but they are amazing. I do have one, and I recommend. I just wish it was easier to buy those wheels, right? Maybe it is. All right, so Funnick and the Brewmaster top versus the Morphling Nature's Prophet. There's some gap closed there. Nature's Prophet, gotta be careful. Drunken Brawler plus the Magic Missile.
Yeah, they do kind of smash it down. He's actually not got the Magic Missile. I went for the Wave of Terror, which is what I expected, because obviously with the Drunken Brawler, you want to be doing the extra damage with those crits, and anti-armor does make that a possibility.
Yeah.
But they will be able to defend this rune. I mean, the right-click damage combined from PPD and Ace with this Blightstone as well on the Nature's Prophet, it's just a little bit too much for them to deal with. They can't fight into that.
Okay, Saxa might be in trouble here.
He got the steal, he got the bounty rune, so trying to make it up onto the high ground now. Then Nomad actually goes for 33 rather than Saxa. But that cost him the kill right there.
It stops the slow, right?
And allowed Saxa to run away from that one.
Okay.
All right. Well, Econaut gonna be a little bit upset about that one, but Chat wheels himself his woes away. Saxa are able to stay in the lane. So gonna make sure that probably 33 gets level 2, enough for enchant. That's gonna stop VTune constantly being able to chase him down and allow Saxa to maybe leave him alone and go for some ganks in the middle lane instead.
Oh yeah.
Talking about that middle lane, it's Spider versus DM. DM on a Conquer. He's finally on a hero which we're used to seeing at mid. So this gives you a nice time as the analyst, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, is he good for him? You know, looks like he just loves those weird heroes. Is he comfortable right now?
Yeah, exactly. Taking him into our comfort zone and out of his own, perhaps. But DM definitely feels like a Conquer player. I don't know. I'm fairly sure I've seen on Conquer in the past, but
Maybe he used to play Kunkka when Kunkka was not a popular mid hero.
Yeah, that's probably it. Started before it was cool. What a hipster. You know, PPD just coming in and getting these cheeky deniers and light stits under the tower here. Both of these heroes, the 4 and the 5, they just got this agreement. PPD and Fnatic are like, hey, you know, we'll just have our own lane over here, and these idiots can go sit in the jungle and wait for creeps.
The Brewmaster preparing for that offlane pull, I assume. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull it off.
You know, Fnatic still playing around with PPD there. Does seem to be winning the trade. PPD with 59 damage plus a Blightstone, but Fnatic throwing down this wave of terror. That's going to be enough.
Yeah.
Nice
Gonna get
ball from
level 2.
LeBron. Gives Ace a singular creep.
Alright.
He's coming over to see what all the pulling's about here. He's going to try and sneak himself 1 or 2, I would imagine. Meanwhile, Fala's dropped kind of low in this middle lane. I think the constant harassment from the Kunkka is going to be pretty annoying for him. This Tidebringer going through the fire shield.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Usually Kunkka, has a lot of cool potential against heroes once he gets level 6. Ember, not necessarily one of them, but the lane is a little hard for the Ember. But it's nice to have that hero because at least you don't fear dying for the combo. You can just push your mid lane with no problem. Heroes like Pugna sometimes just have to leave the lane. There's just like no other option.
Yeah, DM doing a great job on pulling the creep wave back onto his high ground as well. This is something which the Ember is not going to be too happy about. Usually you want to do this against range heroes more, but Ember also doesn't like being on that low ground and just constantly taking these Tidebringers, because it just gives basically the Kunkka all the space in the world to basically maneuver around these creeps and fire off the tides in different directions, and Fadit no way to avoid them. Meanwhile, Wyvern actually dropped really low here in the bottom lane from Saxer and 33. 33 having to back off due to a couple of Fury swipes adding up. Didn't actually go for the enchant either, went for the point in untouchable, which I think actually makes sense. When Ursa's level 1 in power, it's only 4 attacks, it should be enough for 33 to survive anyway.
I agree. Looks like they did pull again, and now I wonder if the Wyvern's gonna suicide or he might be trying to sneak. Yeah, I think he's going for that suicide.
Yeah, I might stay around for the rune to spawn. Ace hits himself. Cinderbrew really annoying versus the Morphling, I feel.
Yeah.
Dropping all that damage on a squishy hero.
I have so little HP. He is actually laning okay, but the Venge farming okay. Like she has so little base damage. It's usually very. Oh no! Looks like the Wyvern, as he waited for the rune, might be in trouble. Nope.
Wait, did he get?
He has the regen.
Oh, he got a regen rune. Nice.
Yeah. I was like, oh, his full HP.
Very cool. Especially piece of Wyvern. Once the armor out onto the ice here is Fnatic just trying to harass under tower a little bit, trying to get some deniers in pretty hard versus a Morphling, and also takes a hit from the tower. PPD also defending as well. This the right click damage from this lane is pretty severe, but they're dealing with it very well up here. In fact, Morphling doing very well in the CS as well.
Yeah, that Enchantress, I think, is just getting away with murder. He already has... So, there's pretty much no kill potential already. The Enchantress is unreachable. Which, you know, is can become a problem. Time for the bounties.
Yeah, 33 just defending this one. Probably could have beaten Ekanart over to that bounty if he wanted to, but Ekanart will hold it and sub himself up as Vichun just stays with the creeps and keeps that money coming in. So in mid lane it's actually dead equal between Fata and DM, which is very unusual to see, but Fata I think has he been hitting some jungle creeps whilst he's been at it? Let's have a look over to the net worth. Nope, they're just straight up neck and neck. But now rotation from Saxer is going to try and change that. Kunkka throwing down the wall, gets dodged out by the Sleight of Fist. Now the chains come through as well. That's going to be a first blood. DM is dead. PPD coming in deep though. PPD, he's in trouble. The Bronx rotating in on this one as well. He's right on top of Peter right now. And that's going to be a death. So a trade is made, but not a very favorable one.
No, that's first blood for the Ember. He's suddenly top net for 500 gold ahead of that Kunkka. Unfortunately, he was so close to level 6, but just had the boat a little too late. He was already too low HP for the damage mitigation to work. Wyvern here being chased down, but I think he's going to be okay. Or maybe not, that haste.
Yeah, Fada might come back for this one. Nope, holding off.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Alright,
attack.
so VTune about to get level 6. Looks like the Enchantress is slightly behind in experience here, but this is a double catapult wave.
V-Tune.
Oh no.
He needs help. Sax is going for the solo. V-Tune's got nowhere to run. He's got to turn around, but Fada comes flying in at a million miles an hour. He's got that haster in his remnants, just shooting off like bullets. Looking towards Ekanada as well. PPD joining in. And oh, he can't make it to the shrine. Run, Ekanada. He can't kick it to the shrine. Oh, he doesn't even pop it anyway. He realizes he's dead. Doesn't want to waste it for his team.
Is under attack.
What a sacrifice. Get some Fs in the chat for my boy Ekanada there. Gave his life for the shrine.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. And the tower is falling, so that is problematic. The Enchantress can tank it, has that heal, and oof.
It's not the most efficient tower taking I've ever seen, but with the catapult, it will eventually go down. There you go. Switching the aggro to the creeps.
Yeah, but the Ursa is now not allowed in that lane anymore. So that's really the problem. He doesn't have level 6.
Kind of jumping on Ace, but again, it's just not really a possibility. Two heroes just sitting in lane versus Morphling, who's completely alone, and Ace is absolutely fine.
Yeah, like this is a 4,000 goal lead. This is awful. The Ursa, he has no lane to go. He cannot pressure the Morphling. He cannot pressure the Ember. He cannot go back bottom. Oh no, he might be dead.
That was a Fisher and a half, but Fada a little bit cautious to get too close to the Angry Bear, especially with the Canard backing him out as well. Remnant will be popped towards the bottom rune as we're moving towards those power runes spawning. But yeah, I mean, last game we saw Aachen coming out pretty good of the laning phase. They were ahead, and they kind of fell behind after that, struggled to really keep the lead going. They had an awesome laning phase. Now we get to see NIP with the laning phase advantage, and Vichu, he needed that. He needed that in misery, otherwise he was dead to Fada. So Fada's bottle remains empty, meaning that he's probably going to hold back for the time being. Heading to the jungle, actually, so really feeling like he can't lane, but the creeps are pushing into his tower. Not surprised by that.
Dire's middle tower is under
Alright,
attack.
I guess he's coming back. Maybe was afraid. But yeah, the Ursa now going Midas apparently. He realizes he cannot do anything. So that's usually the right time to go Midas. When like you cannot pressure any lanes, your own lane is not yours anymore. So that's it. He's gonna be hitting creeps and using that Midas, which is not a great spot to be, but I actually agree with the decision. I don't think there's anything else he can do. Like if he goes Blink, the Ember and the Morphling don't care. The Enchantress is not going to die to a Blink Dagger, and it's going to take a while to farm as well. So I think he's just forcing to this Midas.
Yeah, if he had levels on the Enchantress, if he was ahead, then you can easily kill her, but from behind it's super difficult. And they're coming pretty hard onto 33
That's
right
a
now. They
4-man
wanna grab
rotation
themselves.
for 33.
Get him! Get the pony! She's up onto the... Sorry, the fawn. The fawn. And they don't catch her, not nearly with that torrent. Fawn runneth, and DM will be unable to find her. Trying to locate her with that Tidebringer, but yeah, 33.
Oh, Venge.
Easily escaping. They're still coming though. Funny coming in from behind, but he's just flat out giving his life as the waveform comes through and gets off the kill. 33 will get a boat dropped on her head. Now everybody getting right. Ugh, finally gets a kill. Ace going for the TP out. Do they have the X marks? No, they do not. It's going to be a free get out of jail free card for the Morphling as he makes it back to the bottom lane.
All right. VTune just farming some creeps over here. Gonna be there. They're gonna try to push top. They don't have that much push on the side of Aachen. They clear waves well, but they're not gonna be able to pressure anything. That's so problematic because you're just stuck. And the only thing that they can do is maybe sneak erosion, but they're gonna need the Kunkka to maybe tank it, and they're gonna need NIP to be showing bottom.
Fada really running down LeBron here. Chain's coming out as well. DM trying to hold him back for the time being. X marks him at the right time for the torrent to connect as well. But Fada, he's still got that haste rune. He's still looking, but LeBron's gone in the right direction. Or has he? The split is going to have to be used, but they can now throw the rock, and he is gone. Fada is out of there. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, they kill off Funnick as well. The Illusion trying to give him a run around of the towers here, but they also want to kill the Illusion. Well, why not? 14 gold for Ace. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I actually think it would be better if the Brewmaster just died there. Now he committed a split. That is one of the few things they have to try and fight.
Yeah.
And they traded a haste rune for that ult. That is rough. And now they're gonna push bottom here. They have the catapult.
That's showing absolutely zero signs coming in on that one. They've got Ace locked down for a little bit, but he gets the strength off in between the torrent and the boat. So the Morphling is going to be absolutely hunky-dory. And will also waveform off the X marks. Skills.
Wow. Nice. Wyvern. Still on level 6 though.
Yeah, I was going to say, this 6 could really turn things around, like maybe find themselves a cheeky kill either onto the Morphling or enable the Morphling to murder his teammate. But so far, it's been a slow game for everybody on Aachen, really. There's nobody except for maybe the Kunker who's been having a game which you could call good.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna smoke up because no vision from the this is happening.
Oh, they're looking. They're going to use a swap here onto Saxa, trying to find themselves the easy kill onto the Earthshaker. Should be able to do so. Swapping back 33 as well. Get themselves the second one. The Urn is out onto him. He's dropping pretty low. Breath of Nature going to help slow them down off 33 a little bit. Oh, dear. He's going for it. It's so funny to watch every single time. X Marks is out. They're going to have a Torrent to throw down on top of it as well. Pull him back and poof. Oh, no, he finds a creep instead. Thanks, Creepwave. Helping out.
I'm a big fan of the Kunka build, by the way, going straight up for Spirit Vassal. I guess the LeBron Brewmaster could go for it, but it will take too long.
Yeah.
They're against Enchantress Morphling. A lot of value on the item. Really agree with the decision.
Heroes which really like healing. LDM attempting to defend this one. He's just getting everything done right now.
Yeah, DM is the thing keeping them in the game for now. They did get the Midas on the Ursa, so he might have a chance to scale a little bit, but for now, he is an Ursa with gloves.
Which sounds silly because he's got claws, so why would he want gloves on? But there we go.
I mean, he can protect his hand, but the claws just stick out.
That's pretty next level. you're an expert in bear gloves.
Of course.
So many talents. DM could be in a bit of trouble up here at top, you know. He's being surrounded by Ace and by PPD. I feel like they'll probably need one more, especially the fact that PPD is completely out of mana. So no chance of a sprout or anything like that. I think he might just be here for the
tower
trees. Yeah.
Be denied or not?
Oh, right, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, DM, he's got to make it happen. Ace coming in, though. He's got the right clicks. DM's ready, but he messes it up. Oh, he goes way too early. Premature from DM, and now he might say, he brings down a bow in front of his face. Just wants to get himself a bit of strength. Although, Fada. Fada's here. He didn't get the bone himself, and now he's going to get himself a cheeky kill. LeBron, he's in a bad place right now. He's got the split, but I don't think he wants to use it just to keep himself alive here. That would be a mistake. So let it happen. There we go. LeBron just lays back and thinks of the queen.
All right. Ursa, pretty much just farming for now. Might be going Blink, might be going Basher. But, you know, so much map control being taken out. I don't think they can sneak Roshan. These Tier 1 towers down. Oh, middle.
Well, swap coming out, and they're going to get themselves an Enchantress. V-Tune certainly can do the damage to bring down that little lady. 33 takes a fall, and Ursa finds himself a much-needed kill to try and drag himself back into this game through the Midas and through the damage. Through the ganks. NIP slowing things down a little bit, but they're waiting for a couple of timings here. Earthshaker a long way off from this Blink Dagger. He'll need that if he wants to be a real impact in this game. Spirit, he's going for, it looks like the Desolator build. Let's see, is it? No, sorry, it's a Maelstrom. It's a Maelstrom. Okay.
All right.
I thought he had more money than that, actually. He's top in net worth,
yeah, he is.
But,
he's the highest net worth, but I guess the bottle.
Only 13 minutes into the game. I'm setting my expectations too high for you, Fat. I'm sorry.
All right, so they do have Winter's Curse available now. Pretty easy to chain the boat and the torrent with that.
They want to grab themselves a PPD here, and I think they certainly shall. No escape routes for Peter. The Wrath of Nature does a little bit of damage as a kind of parting gift, but still very successful gank. And there's a couple of kills just being hemorrhaged off by NIP. I think they need to be playing a little bit tighter than this, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, they do have the win condition, I want to say. As long as the Morphling is farming, you know, bleeding a couple of kills is okay.
Ooh, turning into the Earth. This could prove to be a mistake. Never mind, boat comes down. They're still trying to bring down the Morphling, though, and will they be able to do it? Waveform forwards. Ace, though, is going to get hit up, and that is Ace dead. What were you saying about that win condition, Bowie? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Yeah, well, when he dies, it's pretty bad, and they do have Spirit Vessel now, so it's even easier to kill the Morphling. So, gotta be careful. Oh.
Alright, I got one of those. I missed the other. But Fada gets the solo kill on Deck and out in the mid lane. LeBron gets brought down in the bottom lane. So NIP, you kill one of us, we kill two of you. That's me.
It's okay. Right I caught the other one, so we're fine.
Oh, good. Okay. Can you tell us what happened?
He died.
Okay, thank you. Ichun gonna go and use this Midas into the little wolf camp here. Just getting that money, getting the timing. It did take him a while to use it. He decided not to leave one for the creeps. He's a classy man. I think you can always tell a lot about the person, about whether someone will minus anything, or whether they save it for only the best creeps, or whether they'll just kind of use it on any like high value, high XP creeps.
I mean, it depends though. Nah, I was actually going to make a joke about bear gloves, but I'm not gonna.
We've been down that route. Let's stop revisiting that topic. But I mean,
Yeah, no,
sometimes
this blink dagger.
Oh, the
What do you
blink
think about the blink dagger on the Ursa?
in a game like this, I think it's absolutely needed because you're never going to keep up with an Ember Spirit. You're never going to keep up with a Morphling. I think you just need to be able to get the guaranteed kill. And, you know, you look at the Vengeful Spirit and that's like most of their lockdown right there. It's a Vengeful Spirit in the boat. You need to be getting on top of there and getting your damage off as the Ursa as quickly as possible. You can't afford to run over and then start hitting them. You need to be on top of them immediately and getting these overpower charges off and getting the Fury swipes down and getting the kill. So I think it's good.
I guess they do have a lot of reach with the Kunkka as well, so they can
What do you
probably
think
use
about it though?
I mean, as long as they use it, I'm just a little scared because last time they were playing pretty passive, right, with that drow, even though they were in the upper hand. Maybe now that they're behind, they're gonna feel the pressure and start playing more aggressive. They're actually sneaking these Roshan. This might work.
Yeah, they've done this before to NIP. Last game, they managed to sneak a Roshan. Game number 2,
Yeah.
NIP. You need to think, guys. What is the Ursa good at? Where is he now? What's he doing? He's nearly finished it off. He gets himself Roshan. No response.
That's pretty good. That bear is looking way better. Oh, Finic.
Oh, on the back. I didn't even expect him to be there. NIP going deep for that kill. Goodness. Okay.
That is very bold, you know. They just get Aegis and Ember is jumping her supports. That just goes to show how NIP feels.
Yeah, they don't view this Aegis as some problem for them. I don't think any of their heroes even particularly need an Aegis to be this aggressive. And that's certainly what they're showing right now. As StarLadder is actually taunted inside of that, but actually still chases the Wyvern down because of pathing. But they're actually jumping onto the Ursa here. They're going to take that Aegis. Echo Slam even used from Saxo as well. Meanwhile, LeBron, he's stuck. Look at LeBron, he's just stuck in a cage of creeps. He's absolutely can't do anything. 33 is just murdered by V-Team. And well, Ace comes back, but this is looking kind of bad as NIP, his Morphling's going to go down here. The Spirit Vessel takes him out. The Kunkka goes to town. PPD hiding in the trees. Oh lord, he hiding, but he eats a tree. No, what are you doing? Oh, PPD, you gave the game away. Surprise.
Oh, Fada, if they can stun him, I think he might die.
They certainly could, but he's got the blink away. He's pretty far. He's got a Remnant, very safe.
All right.
There's Shaker in as well, so that was
Still pretty decent, right?
yeah,
Would advantage
no,
reduced?
very, very good. Very huge abuse. Yeah, you use that Aegis, but you get so much for it. That was also the blink reveal in NIP, which I think is couldn't be understood.
no.
Oh, Fada, he's thinking about it. They're under Shrine, but he's still thinking about it. He's got the free TP away. Oh, DM, he's in a bad place right now. The swap comes in, though. Funic, take me instead. Though he's just getting as close as possible to 33. Might actually escape this. Oh, no, he's dead. Absolutely dead. He is just destroyed. There's nothing left. He gets his crumpets buttered. Meanwhile, Saxa on top of Ekanart right now, and Fada just comes in, gets a Maelstrom Hillock, and that's going to result in a very dead Wyvern. How many times have we seen this? Just NIP, they lose something, you know, they lose Roshan, and then they go and get some kills. They lose a team fight, and then they come back and get some more kills. It's pretty scary, but Ursa's now got this Basher finish. This is going to give him a bit of lockdown and a lot more damage to try and rip through this Enchantress when he jumps on her. I like this pickup.
Yeah, what I think happened there, you were actually watching the action on Shrine, right? I was watching the mid-tier 1 tower. So they wanted to get that mid-tier 1 tower, but the rest of the heroes were chasing Ember, I assume. I was all watching. If they were all middle, they could have taken the tower and not lose any heroes, but they split. And I think, you know, when we watch NIP play, there seems to be more unity in their movements and how they want to play. Okay, they're going to use the X here. That's pretty good.
Nice, that's cute.
All right. But looks like Basher now done for the Ursa. Now going for either the Death or BKB.
But we're kind of hyping up Aachen a little bit here. Like, we're saying, like, you know, they're going for it. They're trying to get the victory and winning these fights, winning these engagements. But you got to look at the heroes. I mean, this is a Morphling versus Ember. This is a very mid-game focused lineup from Aachen. If they're not winning these fights, something is going very wrong. And actually, I still think NIP are in way too good of a position in this game.
I agree. Wanna check out with Gaben? What's the win probability?
Okay, yeah, we'll see what he thinks. He's pretty unbiased today, actually. He believes it's a 52% win rate.
Wow.
For The Radiant. He believes that they're ahead. Dude.
Refuse go.
Yeah, even.
Gaben
Okay.
is an Aachen City fan. Who knew?
Yeah, he's German. You never knew.
Some hidden
he has
heritage,
German.
perhaps. Yeah. V-Tune walks into mid lane, but a Wrath of Nature quickly reveals where he
Use
is.
your Midas. Ursa. They know you're there. Just use your Midas. Okay.
It's Midas, dude. Come on.
Just the catapult. Go. God, use
Jesus, V-Tune.
us.
Oh, finally. Jesus. All right, he gets it off. It wasn't efficient. It wasn't pretty, but we got there in the end. It's yeah.
Thank God I have a DX Racer, or else I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to handle so much tension.
Yeah. That extra lumbar support which the DX racers give you will really help out.
All right, so
Oh, PPD, no, he's gonna get. What? Do you see that?
I saw the Sprout and I saw him dead. What happened?
Yeah, he kind of right-clicked him through the trees.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That's a ranged hero. Didn't
Alright.
know that.
you didn't turn auto attack off.
Interesting. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be PPD dead, which has happened maybe one too many times. I think you got to be really careful with his Ursa in the game. I mean, he's
You know
also
what?
very good at killing heroes. And now we have a Radiance on Kunkka as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, usually you look at Kunkka and you look at Ursa and you're like, okay, these are mid-game heroes, but you look at their items. There's a Spirit Vessel Radiance here. There is a Midas on the Ursa, so he's literally the 2 levels ahead of the Morphling. So, you know, there might be a case here for Radiant having a chance into the mid and late game against the NIP. They will also get level 10 talent on the Wyvern, so that's some GPM that they're going to be able to buy some extra items for that position 5 hero. You know, I'm actually... Gaben might be right.
What does Gaben think right now?
I don't
Gaben
have-
has turned. He says 50-50 right now.
Okay. I mean, still pretty close. The question is map control. They only got 2 towers for Aachen. They really need to open up the map because they're just playing their side of the map for too long.
Yeah.
They need to start going for those aggressive fights. And with the Radiance, I think they actually can take some pretty good fights. It's only... You just need to find the Shaker. It's been a while since he has his Blink Dagger. So we're just going to have to use that Primal Split, look for him with that Blue Panda, lift him up. If you can do that, I think the fight is winnable.
Saxa stuck in the trees. Having a great time of it.
Happens with all of us.
Indeed. Yeah, it's kind of slowed down the tempo of this game quite massively. If you remember, just about 5 minutes ago, we were brawling all the time. The NIP were all over Aachen, and now not so much.
Yeah, that Spirit Vessel is so scary. So they're probably playing pretty passive here. Once the Mantra is up for the Morphling, then Ace is in a better spot. The Ember is also going for Radiance. Actually, does have the Radiance ready, I want to say. Yeah. There you go.
Alright, so Radiance on
Should be
Radiance
delivered.
action. That's what we're here for. Recipe in the
Okay.
courier coming out to Fata.
And yeah, and it's the Roshan standoff again, right? We did so in the last game. He played so passive when Roshan was dead. And it really changes up when you got that Aegis. The respawn timer is about to be revealed here. But already a smoke coming from Nip.
Going straight in on this one. Fata a little bit separated from his team, but in comes Saxa with the Fisher with the Echo. That is nice, and allows Ace to finish off both of those kills. The split comes out from Aachen, but LeBron is just too late to this party. He's just leaving the other Brulings behind, getting the Rock Bruling away, but it's a great timing on the gang from NIP because Roshan could be spawning any second now. We shall find.
Let's see if Gaben likes them.
Yeah, we'll really know if he's Aachen fan now. Let's see, it's going to be 1 minute 40. So yeah, he's still supporting for his German dudes.
Biased.
Biased. V-Tune running forwards. He's looking 33, trying to get himself away, but they'll be able to take over the bounty rune. V-Tune, he's looking for 33 here. I think they should find this one. The boat's on top of him. The damage is in from V-Tune as well. Ace turning into that Ursa,
they
getting
have a
himself up to the high ground.
All right, so Ench will be up for the Roshan, but what about Echo? 79 seconds. Okay, so okay, they will have Echo for Roshan. Looks like things will be reset. Still though, I would like some sort of smoke play coming from Aachen. You know, even though you're farming,
So he's
you
on
have
top
to-
of Akanard here. Hold on 1 second as he's got him in the... No, he's just going to fly away. He's got Arc Burn still triggering, so never mind. But in the mid lane, they get the kill onto Fata. That's a huge one. Swap used to stun as well, and Vichin just rips him apart with the overpower. This bear is scary. 34 seconds. They won't have Emperor for Roshan.
Yeah, that's
a
huge. If they can keep control over the...
Winter's Curse used at top.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Oh, Splinter Blast, will connect.
Yeah, Funny's coming in as well. Akanard, he was playing the long con. But they might actually still get the kill. V-Tune's coming, he's got the blink. Got the right clicks. Oh, what a play. Easy Winter's Curse. That's good. Just step beyond us. You know, we see this random Winter's Curse in the middle of the jungle. What are these kids doing? That's what's up.
It's just buying time, and I mean Roshan is Aachen's out. They're already there. Okay, this is looking pretty good for them. This is the best they've looked the entire game. Now 20 Ursa. I mean, his Morphling has Manta Lincolns, so he is ready to start fighting. He doesn't care about X anymore. Doesn't care about Swap. Doesn't care about Spirit Vessel. But they're on a roll on the side of Aachen, and they have a lot of momentum. So if they can keep fighting those pickoffs instead of fighting as 5, NIP is going to have a tough time this game. Looks like Solar Crest is going to be Phoenix item. Pretty good for that Ursa.
Trees out onto LeBron in the bottom lane. Ace and PPD are going for it here, but he's actually going to use the split. And now with Vichin coming in from behind, Ace, he's kind of in some trouble right now. Teammates coming in. There's a whole team on top of Ace right now, and they just kill him inside the form. The bash comes in from V-Tune. Oh dear, dear me. NIP, they have this win condition hero in Ace, but he cannot afford to have deaths like that. The top lane as well, they also get Saxa. DM finding the big pickoffs. This is looking real good from Aachen right now.
Yeah, it is. They're just getting... And that's the thing, right? NEP, they were so good at playing together, but they've been bleeding kills for about 2 minutes. And it's just snowballing very fast. Luckily for them, they don't push very fast on the side of Aachen, so... It's not like they're gonna lose tier 2s or tier 3s, but the map control is finally being given back to Aachen.
Yeah, and they're taking full advantage of that. Is this a series where if you win the laning phase, then you lose the mid game? Because right now it's kind of feeling like it.
That's kind of true. And for now, I mean, they have Radiance here, but December has no Dispel, he has no BKB, so he's not feeling as free as that other game, right? Oh, Winter's Curse.
Oh, they're big commitments here. Funny with the stun as well. They've got the boat coming down, and they actually forced off him away. This might give him enough chance to survive. But he's got the X to pull him back, but now immediately over to a Remnant. Still being very, very safe here on the Ember Spirit. And that was a lot of spells committed for the Ember. A BKB even as well from V2, so...
Oh, they glyphed us? Oh, will they get back to their protection? Huh.
They will.
That was
I'm fairly sure V2
interesting
wants it
bait.
anyway, yeah.
Is this a bait? Are they like saying,
I thought it
go high
was,
ground?
but then... I thought they were going to bait for whoever came back for the tower there, but didn't.
Huh. Okay.
Saxa. He's looking. They might get Akanard here. Jump in, enchant totem. Fisher comes down, hit him, and there comes PPD with a bit of damage as well, and the impetus will finish the job. But now V-Tune looking for the return kill. Saxa forced up into the high ground. V-Tune probably in power, trying to go for more. He's got this Aegis, so he's pretty happy just to throw his life into this mix of stun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's going to make a journey all the way across the map. Bonk.
All right. So MKB now on this Ursa. He is insanely strong. And they still have about 2 minutes of Aegis. I will be very glad to see a smoke, and they did buy one on the Wyvern. That's their timing. They have to smoke right now. I mean, they don't have to, but you know, if they want to keep getting more map control, I think that's one of the best times they're gonna find.
Yeah, 1 minute 40 with its Aegis. They want to make every single second of it count. more pressure they put on Ace, the more the better. And Ace, once again, you know, the way he doesn't kind of waveform away from these immediately, maybe it was on cooldown or something. Yeah, it was actually. And he's just going to get dropped. Oh, no. The bash is coming in time and time again at the best possible opportunity. V-Tune just destroyed Ace.
Wow.
Can you believe that time?
Midas definitely off, huh?
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is
they're
under
rolling with this wave. They're surfing their way to victory right now.
Bears with gloves.
Bears with gloves.
Alright, so if they find this Ember here, those Winter's Curses. Oh, yeah.
Alright, they find the Earthshaker instead. Once again, this Winter's Curse is being used as setup. V-Tune gonna get to work, get these jumps using, and the Sponge is gonna finish it off. Ground pound to finish.
It's so crazy, right? You don't think of Winter's Curse as a spell, like as a stun.
has
catch,
Necessarily.
yeah.
You just want to kill, want to kill people, but they've been, like, I guess the last 3 or 4 Winter's Curses were so clutch coming from the Wyvern. And this is a lane of barracks. They don't want to buy back the Shaker.
They really don't, but when the Morphling's back, they might well give it a try. Little range back,
Oh.
down. Meanwhile, V-Tune going in deep for 33. 33 gets swapped back into it as well, and 33 will drop. Does have the buyback, and it's going to use it. They might try and make a defense on this bottom lane. Meanwhile, P2PD pushing in pretty hard on this bottom lane. He's got the global teleport available when he wants to come back and help them defend, but it looks like they might not even bother. Smoke up. Ace is
Oh, the
just
fake
still
back.
trying to farm, but
Radiant's
not
bottom
enough. If he
tower
walks into this,
is
he could
under
be in some
attack.
serious trouble. The Aegis has now gone. Oh, the torrent is going to find it out. What a torrent coming out from DM. Ace, he just gets destroyed. Time and time again. How good are these guys at killing Morphlings? These guys are just Morphling slayers.
Yeah, I think Morphling had like 1 death, and then he died 4 times in the last 5 or 6 minutes. It's been insane how much work they've done with this Ursa. I'm just impressed, dude. We were hyping Aachen in the first game. Looks like
Dire's top tower has been
another Winter's Curse.
Yeah, this time not so successful. They've actually got 2 of them held together here. This is a really bad position for them both to be in. Bron, he's actually going to have to pop the split here. This is a split being used, but the rest of the heroes coming in. DM with the X on 233. There is going to be a bear on top of him as well. V-Tune closing the gap, jetting on top of him. The 4-staff away, but that's not going to be enough to save 33. He is definitely dead. And there's another torrent coming in. It's going to catch a Toad. 2-man setup with 2-man torrent with 0 setup actually. And Fada goes down as well. Fada grabs that. Oh my god. I mean, NIP are just getting shredded right now. This is unbelievable.
Yep. Dimitri God, dude. DM has been playing so well. So well. You know, his score is only 6-2-9, but I like the fact that he was able to get the Spirit Vessel and bought time for the Ursa, I think cannot be understated. Oh, they're going to your force. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you want them to get the racks. There we go. Going for the bottom racks. The buyback on the Earth Shaker.
Alright, they're gonna
I mean,
get out.
he's got this slam. Yeah, they need to. Chains out onto DM, but he's got the Lotus Orb onto himself. Just clearing out. And they're all going to get away. The buyback on Earthshaker means absolutely nothing. They're still trying to make time for Ace right now, but Ace, he can't even leave it. The base, every time he tries, he just dies.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Oh man. Yeah, it's rough. Do they have any more buybacks on the side of Nip?
Yeah, they've got the Morphling.
More flame. Going Scotty still. You know, you need the damage, but it just feels like without a BKB, he's just being destroyed every fight. Oh, V-Tune was looking for our boy BPD, but he's gonna be okay.
They're looking towards V-Tune now. This could be an absolutely key pick-off if they can find it, but V-Tune is backing himself out already.
Oh.
A lot of pings. A lot of pings.
They have a lot of vision in this area, on the left side and the right side. That's why NIP really wants to fight here. Let's see if it's gonna work out for them. The Wyvern. Oh, there you go. Oh no, he doesn't deward it.
He puts his own ward up.
Sentry.
He's thinking about it, isn't he? He's, well, no, they won't have a ward here, will they? Maybe.
Whoa.
They get the Winter's Curse onto the Earthshaker. He didn't know they had their own ward up, but he does manage to get the blink away. Nice blink from Saxa here, but now he just gets swapped back into everything and doesn't get a spell off. He's gone. No buyback. There's a dieback from the Earthshaker. Ace trying to get himself away. Will be able to do so successfully. Fata on the run as well. He's looking to this BKB Fata. Is that going to be enough to turn these fights around for them?
Alright. I mean, chat is like, oh, Aachen, they're not a good team. Their NIP is losing to, but you were the one saying, right? They won against Liquid. These guys are pretty darn good.
They are. They've been playing some good
just
Dota
that-
recently.
It's just that Europe is such a stacked region that sometimes a team you never heard about is like very, very good at Dota.
Yeah. Baptism
They're
by
just
fire.
behind. Yeah, they're just behind those giants.
Exactly, but a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. But they jump in onto Fada once again. Abyssal Blade comes
Oh.
down. V-Tune makes it look easy. Another hero dies to the Ursa's Claws, and they are just running down this middle lane. This might be a real opportunity for them to finish. But Ember Spirit is dead for such a long time. They're going to need an absolutely fantastic Echo Slam. I can see that being the only way to take this fight. Is it possible from NIP?
I mean, it is, but Aachen would have to play way worse than they've been playing for now. And they do have this Kanka here with the Radiance just zoning. They're going to smoke on the Shaker, but as long as the Kanka is in a good position here, he can scout it out.
Getting around the right side. Saxon in a decent position for this one. Does just throw it in the Fisher for the time being, trying to keep 33 alive, but it doesn't matter. 33 is now dead as well. They're going for some rat plays here, but it's just not happening. They just call GG. They just flat out call GG. GG into the Echo Slam. Classic combo. But that's going to be it.
All right. So, I mean, I think, I don't want to harp on anyone, but I actually felt like they had the game won as well. You remember that Primal split play, right? That snowballed into an awful 15-minute game, but I think these guys are legit. I really like the way they draft. I really like the way they play. DM, an absolute god. And overall, it just feels like they have their own style, very different from the other European teams, and it's working out for them.
Yeah, exactly. And for the longest time, I've been like wondering, how come these smaller teams don't try and develop their own style? How come teams don't kind of push to be unique and find these interesting ways of playing Dota? And Aachen absolutely are. I think Singularity are another good example of a team which are trying to find their niche. Not doing quite as well as Aachen though recently, because Aachen have been absolutely killing it. They've now taken Liquid down, and they've taken a game of NIP as well. I think this is really impressive from them so far.
Yeah, these qualifiers are going to be, way more competitive than people think, right? Everyone's like, oh, it's either NEP or Alliance, but we do have a contender over here.
We do have a contender, for that second spot, and it's. I mean, I don't even know. Do they look better than Alliance? I'm not sure. They certainly looked better than Ninjas in Pyjamas in this first game, and even for a moment in that first game as well.
Yeah. Like they took it to a 50-minute game. They really made NIP sweat for it, and yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath. No question about it.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to find out if we've got a tiebreaker coming, because I'm not sure if we play tiebreakers for seeding.
They are tied in points in wins.
Well, they will be now, won't they? Because both of them 2-0'd Wind and Rain, and now they 1-1 each other. So I think we might need to play one more game to find out who's making it through to the kind of higher seed.
I
All
see.
right, I have confirmation. We do indeed have a tiebreaker, so that game will be coming up very shortly on this channel. Do not move, as we do have a conclusion to this best of 3 series.